Okay, this is Dan Lee, and yeah, this is looking good. The first thing I'd point out, though, is that if you look at the submissions directions for the assignment, it says you should choose File, Archive, Scene, and that puts a zip file in your scene directory that concludes all the necessary files, and that way I would have your image planes included, and that is File, Archive, Scene, and I get your image planes. Make sure you're setting your project. It should just show the path of the source images directory and not that full path all the way back to D. Let's take a look at the character. I think you definitely need more edge loops in here for the back of the head here. So I would just add a couple more. This was built a little funny, but then once you've added those, just adjust them. Like I might take this edge loop and hold down W, left mouse click, axis, normal, and sort of round that out, and then repeat with this. And then maybe you want to put a little holding edge here to kind of, give that a little more flatness at the bottom. And I'm wondering if you need quite so many along the bottom here. Ooh, weird. Oh, that's probably because of symmetry. That's a weird selection. Let's try that again. Yeah, I guess you can keep that. I just don't like the way this is coming out. So I think what I would do here, let's isolate selected, is I might do Control-Shift-X. I might cut across here, hold down Shift, and cut straight across there. And then I can, Control-Shift-X, add in a, ooh, why doesn't that want to go all the way around? Should. Maybe at this point, just gonna select those, deselect these, whoops. Delete that off of there, just to get like a cleaner. Oh, that doesn't go. Like, I guess I pictured that going all the way around. But it's more like a shell. Let's polygon display. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Okay. I just got that edge. So now I have just sort of a cleaner edge there, and then Control E, and then W. Just reset that. Just pull that straight down. And just selecting just that and scaling that in a little bit. Deselect that, scale that in a bit. Maybe move that in. Okay, it's just a cleaner surface now. Control-Shift-X, put a couple more loops in here and there, and then Then you could kind of give it some more shape. I don't know, maybe pull this out a little bit and that out a little bit and then, whoops. Pull this in some maybe. And similarly here. Let's see how this is looking with a little better. And then I guess you'll wanna maybe let's clean this up a little bit, move that out like that way, and then Control E and just it's not so great. I don't know, maybe you're getting away with that, I'm not sure. That's kind of how you did the rest of it. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I think kind of, I might take a step back though and give it the hair thickness all the way around if we can, without making things too screwed up, because you've got, you can see the inside of this shell. I'm going to reopen the file and shift right mouse click, backface calling, okay. So let's maybe get rid of these. Or better yet, it looks like it's just pulled down, so maybe let's push it back up. Oops. I mean, I've got sort of an inside edge there. Yeah, it looks like rather than extruding out some new surfaces, you just kind of pulled down the existing ones. And then I'm going to get rid of all of these. Oh, that gets rid of the front too, huh? Well, I don't want to lose that, but I don't really like these. Just shift double clicking on the neighboring one to get the full loop there. And then I might deselect those. This area looks a little messy. I'm just not loving how this is built in general. Ugh. I don't know. It seems like as I get rid of more, maybe, yeah, I mean, I kind of want to keep that for that part there. I just feel like I've got a little bit of an issue here now. maybe I'll just merge those two. And then fill hole. Oops, just this. Shift right mouse click, fill hole. No, that doesn't want to work. Should. Let's just merge these two then. I don't really like how that topology is going, but just kind of trying to work with what you have. I guess then the point is then I might take the whole thing and see if it lets me. I'm just worried what it's going to do up here, but I was going to try to extrude the entire thing, Control E, and kind of give the whole thing thickness like that. And then let's just play reverse. And then when you want to pull down these things, probably grab a couple faces here, Control E, move those down. Then I'm just going to scale, flatten these out. Maybe turn these and get that more of the shape you want. I might, before I go any further, I might smooth that out with surfaces, sculpt geometry tool options, use a soft brush and the smooth tool, kind of turn off the reflection thing and just, oof. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a little better. And then let's grab these again and flatten those again. Just moving this out a little bit. Oops. Okay, now let's grab these. And, you can get that long thing you wanted. Maybe let's see if it lets us add divisions. I'm going to hit T to get this back, and sometimes it freaks out. Well, it's freaking out. So I'll just make sure that's flat again and move this down. Control Shift X. And then, I can get some more shape to this. Move these out a bit, maybe. Whoops. Just getting more shape, and then something like that. Maybe a holding edge around the bottom here. Oops. Oh, and I think we said before we should have a couple more loops here, and we talked about rounding that out and stuff. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. And then, you can repeat on this other side to get that other one. But see how now we've got some thickness to the hair, and I think that's going to work much better for you. And you have better geometry to work with. Face looks pretty good. I think there's some kind of rough areas here, but I really think that the Surfaces Sculpt Geometry tool is going to help with that. Again, the soft brush, smooth, turn on reflection, and going to hold down B and left mouse drag to get these smaller, and just try to kind of smooth this out a little bit. Don't go. You can lose some of the shape though when you do this, but yeah, be careful. These can be a little. Make sure you can see both of them at the same time. And if you do lose shape, then just, I can go back in here now and maybe shift period, which is the greater than symbol, and B for soft select, and then I can push this chin back out, got some of that shape back again. And maybe push this in a little bit. I guess it's looking pretty good. Shirt's looking good, although I would give this bottom edge some thickness here, so just B, turn that, so kind of Control E, R for scale, kind of scale that in some, and then maybe you want to put in some holding edges, Control Shift X, maybe one here, and there. Maybe a little bit, the butt's looking a little weird. Boy. I wonder if you could lose a couple edges here. Shift right mouse click delete edge. I think that's going to actually make it easier to model. And then maybe definitely pull out some of these at the waistline to kind of, you know, make that straighter. But probably not that straight. And probably turn on symmetry again. Move these out. And then I would just move this out a little bit too. And anyway. Maybe move these in towards each other, but then move all three back so it's not such an extreme change. And then maybe that one too. It looks a little better. Getting there. I just think that just could use some more work. Yeah, Peter looking alright. Pants look good. Yeah, so overall I think this is looking good. Something got some like ridge here. I might see if that sculpt geometry tool can get rid of that. A little bit, a little better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, nice work. Maybe you want to get these to come to a little bit more of a point at the end. You know, let's make sure symmetry is on. Soft select and then kind of move these down a bit. Maybe move these up a bit. Starting to get a little bit more of a, you know, that kind of corner to the eye there. You can do the same on that side. There's something a little funny about the eyelid shape. Oh. Did I do that, or was that like that before? Maybe get back to that sculpt tool and soften that a little bit. Yeah, they kind of don't seem to be quite wrapping in there. Oops. Just gonna isolate that for a second. Maybe you could probably let's turn off soft select for a minute. Why does it keep wanting to select the eye? Alright, shift right mouse click, slide edge tool. Might slide some of these in a little bit. I think that's helping some. Yeah, so it's kind of really wrapping inside more. Okay, yeah, but I think this is looking good. I think that needs to be shaped to the head a little more closely than it is since I've sort of redid it, but probably some holding edges on this too to hold that shape.